Okay, this is Snowman at survivalnewsonline.com, and today I'm going to demonstrate the use of this AR15 where I've put a CMMG 22 conversion bolt in it. I'll show you how to do that. This is a CMMG 22 conversion for an AR15, and it's very easy to replace. I'm going to show you how to do that. Remove the rear takedown pin, slide this out. The original bolt slides out, slides right in, push it all the way in, replace the pin, put a magazine in, load a round, and it's ready to fire. And the nice thing about this is it costs about 35 cents every time you shoot a 223 round, maybe more depending on the quality of the rounds of the ammunition you're buying. And with the 22, you can shoot for about 3.5 cents. So it's about 1/10 as much. Pays off in about 800 rounds or so. That's 2 days at the range. So I use a Black Dog Machine magazine. When you first get the magazine, put a little drop of oil right there that goes down into the spring. Keeps everything working very smoothly. You have to use a 22 magazine, of course, after you put the 22 conversion in. Literature says it holds 27 rounds. I think it holds like 24. When I get the 25th one in there, it kind of jams. This is the Atlas V8 bipod, and I like it for a number of reasons. It's very sturdily built. It attaches on the Picatinny rail. It has a QD mount. Makes it easy to take off and on. The legs extend out to between 5 and 9 inches. This knob adjusts the cant. So if you're on a slope, you can adjust it this way. It'll also twist. It'd be better if it was a lever, but this works fine. This is the Night Force, one of the compact NXS models. It's the second smallest of the Night Force scopes. And I got mine in matched mil reticle and windage and elevation adjustments. A mil is 1/1000th of whatever unit of distance you're using. So for instance, if you're looking at a target that's 1,000 feet away, 1 mil is going to be 1 foot. If it's 1,000 meters, then 1 mil is 1 meter. If it's 1,000 yards, 1 mil is 1 yard. So at 100 yards, 1 mil is going to be 3.6 inches. And this is adjustable in 1/10 mil increments. So at 100 yards, you can adjust 0.36 of an inch with every click. Helps you get very accurate. The interesting thing about it is that the reticle inside is also in mils. So you know exactly how to adjust based on your range. Alright, so I'm going to load a magazine. Chamber around. Now, I have a 2-stage trigger from Wilson Combat. A 2-stage trigger is what you want if you're going to be doing target practice or varmint hunting or hunting of any kind, really. What it does, if you can come in real close here and then extract the round that's in the chamber. So a 2-stage trigger has a small amount of take-up to start with, if you can see that moving like that. Then what you want to look for in a very good trigger is you want it to break when you squeeze it a little more without creeping. They call it creep. You don't want the trigger to move any before it breaks. Alright, and then the other thing that you want is when it fires, it's going to load the next round. You let the trigger go, and there's a very short reset before it fires again. This is an excellent trigger from Wilson Combat. So the first stage is about 3.5 pounds, and then the second stage is about 1 additional pound for a total pull of 4.5 pounds. If your gun is set up for tactical, then you want a single stage trigger, which means that there's no take up and you can fire more quickly. So another thing I like about this gun is the Magpul ACS stock that I've put on it. I'll go ahead and tell you that one thing I don't like tremendously about it is that there's no way to adjust the cheek up and down, and the butt pad doesn't adjust either up and down or out. But it's not that big a deal. It's got some really nifty features. One thing is it's got a place where you can attach a sling right here. I don't have the little receiver for it, but what you do is you get one of these quick detach sling things and you put a little receiver in there, and then you can attach a sling there. So I haven't done that yet, but it's an option. It's got storage compartments, so it's got room if you've got any optics that need some AA batteries. There's one on each side. Storage compartments. And then there's another little storage compartment here. I keep the lens pad for my scope and one extra battery for the lit reticle. It's adjustable. It's got 6 positions, so you can really adjust your length of pull. And then once you get it in the place you like, squeeze that and it clamps down. This is a worn mount, and this is the ramp model. It's got on either side a little angled Picatinny rail, and you can mount a mini optic on it. So like a small Trijicon holo sight. This would be good in a tactical situation if you needed to do some long distance shooting. You've got your scope, but if you're up close, you just tilt the gun over a little bit, and then you can sight with both eyes open through a non-magnifying mini holographic sight, like a red dot sight from Trijicon. I don't have it mounted on this. I don't have any use for it on this gun. I have that on my FNP 45 Tactical.